In 2277, this place was little more than a trapper's outpost clinging to the side of the trail that went up to Sheep Gulch. But when one of those lucky trappers, Josiah Cutler, struck gold on the hillside that year, well, things changed. And no one knew just how far things would go. The camp, which he named after himself, was transformed overnight to what you see today. The Trapper Shack was joined by the mine office, a general store, and the home of Josiah himself. Well, after all, it was his claim, and, well, he was going to defend it. Even if that meant being here, so far from home. He struck it good, too. Every night, before the sun rose, workers of young eyes and strong backs went up the Sheep Gulch Railway to the mine, into the depths of its embrace, and wouldn't return until dark, striking pickaxe to stone to haul thousands of tons of that glittering ore from Mother Nature, devised a new system to maximize production. Breaks would be taken inside the mine, sick would be treated inside the mine. All that happened in the mine would stay in the mine. All that for 30 shiny caps a day. Cutler would make a killing in record time. He would make contacts out west of the NCR, south to the Legion, and whoever he could in between. It was a success overnight, and, well, while Cutler never grew past what you see now, it was still lively. I can remember when Logan's bunch strung up tents on the rocks and then made a saloon, but there wasn't much business to be had. Josiah came from New Canaan and was therefore pious, at least publicly, against drinking. Well, of course we all fall short in the eyes of God. His luck ran out in 2281, when letters from his family at home stopped coming forth. The news would come on the back of a caravan wagon, and it was grim. From him and many of his workers, there'd be no home to return to. The Whitelegs, led by a Legion frumentary named Ulysses, burned the town, killed all they could, salted the earth, and then would nail the dead on cliffs above the town. Among them was Cutler's wife and children. Sullen with grief, he locked himself in his home, buried his misery in a bottle of bourbon, and, with one unheard prayer, joined his family in the by and by. His workers were left without a leader, without a business manager, and thus contracts began to dry up. Both the NCR and the Legion were busy out west fighting each other, and with no one else to follow up on the rest, well, they were done. The winter surely didn't help either. Snowstorms are common, but ice over the tracks, that was just bad for business. Pretty soon, an ore cart would jump the track at the bottom of the hill and spill everything out over the road. It would be days for anyone to come up through the gulch to deliver supplies, if any were to come. The final straw, well, that occurred when miners, well, they hit a pocket of methane, shutting down the mine. Cabin fever would set in. Factions would arise between the miners, between shifts, and soon enough, well, there was blood spilled over it. Over a game of poker, two of them jumped the table and strangled the chief of security, Bill. Well, I'll admit, I didn't much care for Bill, but being the foreman, I had to exact some semblance of justice. Now, this didn't make me a very popular man. Over time, the general store's roof caved in, as did the mine office, and I had to move the business to Cutler's house himself. Well, that was kind of unprofessional. One morning, I awoke to find the store owner and the rest of the miners gone. I guess that was their way of saying that they were done with me. They left a note saying that they would rather die in the snow before they stayed in Cutler. If it weren't for my age, I would have turned tail after them, but, well, I'm too old for that. It wouldn't hurt for them to send someone up to get me, though. Brahman died a couple of weeks ago, and I'm bad out of booze. I like the quiet, though. Wouldn't trade it for a thing.